In this video, I want to talk to you about buying high-ranking items to sell on Amazon. Now you might be saying, Steven, wait a minute, aren't we supposed to be buying low-ranking items? And yes, most of the time you need to be buying low-ranking items that are going to sell quickly on Amazon. But there are some times it's a good idea to buy a high-ranking item. Now you might be hearing high rank, low rank, and be a little confused. Here's what I mean. A high rank is great when you're in the military. High ranking means you got more prestige, more power, more authority. It's great in the military, but when you're talking about selling items on Amazon, you want to sell items that have a low rank. The closer it is to number one, the faster it sells. I mean, that's why I put together this chart. If you go to fulltimefba.com/sales rank, you can get this delivered to your inbox every single month. And what it is, it's a chart that breaks down all the main Amazon categories, breaks down how many items are in each category, and then I break down those sales rank numbers in the top 1%, 3%, 5%, and 10%. Because the items in the top 1%, those are the items that are selling the fastest. Top 3%, it's still selling pretty quickly, but not as fast as the top 1%. Top 5%, hey, that's items that are selling every once in a while. Top 10%, really slow, might sell only once or twice a year, maybe a little more, but it's usually items I avoid. I want the items that are the lower numbers, the lower ranking items. And that's usually what I want to do. But when it comes to buying a high-ranking item, there are certain times where I will say, yes, I want to buy this high-ranking item. Now, a lot of people have a different idea of what they think is a good sales rank. You know, like, I will almost always buy a toy that is ranked 150,000 or less on average. I almost buy that almost every single day. And why? Well, that's because it falls into the top 3% of the toys and games category. Again, you can get this fulltimefba.com/sales rank, and I'll send the latest updated one to you right now. Plus, every month I'll give you the updated information because, hey, on Amazon, new products come in, old products go out, these numbers change. I want to give you the most up-to-date information. Now, when I say high-ranking items, here's what I mean. Items that are so high that they're off the chart. I mean, seriously, literally off this chart. Items that are in the top 25%, 30%, 50% of their Amazon category. Items that most of us, when we look at the sales rank, we're like, whoa, no way, I'm passing. And here are the 3 times when I will buy a high-ranking item to sell on Amazon. First opportunity I see is when there are no Amazon sellers. Now, this might be because, this item is sold out on Amazon, there's no sellers, and the sales rank of that item might just be creeping up slowly higher and higher because there's nothing to sell. There's nobody selling this item. That means no sales, and you can only have an improved sales rank if you have sales. So if there's an item that's sold out on Amazon, man, that's an awesome opportunity to get a little bit more information to find out if it's a profitable item. I always look at Keepa or Camel to look at the sales price history or the sales rank history, and I can see by looking in the past, oh, hey, this item was selling consistently in the past when it was in stock, so hey, I know I'll be able to sell it too. But if you look at the past history and you're like, hey, this item only sold like once or twice, even though it was in stock for like months, I can pass on that item. But what happens if there is no sales rank history or pricing history looking into Keepa or Camel? That's when I can go over to eBay. I've got the eBay app. I also use the Scoutify app when I'm sourcing for inventory. There's a little research button you can push and then click on eBay and you can do research right in the Scoutify app. It's really awesome. You can look on eBay and see and check out complete listings and see if this item is sold on eBay and what price it has before. So that's how I'm able to get the information to know if a high-ranking item, that just because it has no current sellers, is a good idea to buy, because I can see in the past, hey, this is sold with the Keepa app. I can get that information to see it sold in the past and for what price. Or if there's no information there, I can go to eBay and check the completed listings on eBay and see how it's sold and how frequent it's sold to see if it's a good idea to buy it for my inventory. The second time I will buy a high-ranking item is when the current prices are just way too high. Again, if prices are artificially high, then that means that might be a reason why no one's buying this item. The prices are just way too high. There's no one in their right mind who is going to be buying those items, and it's just not a good idea to buy this as a customer. And so you're thinking, well, a lot of times when you're sourcing, you source an item and you see the sales rank and you look at the price and you're like, oh my gosh, this price is so high, I'm totally going to do that. Well, just because it's priced really high on Amazon doesn't mean it's selling. So you want to look at Camel or Keepa And I've talked about that a few times in this video. For free training on how to read a Keepa graph, go to fulltimefba.com/read Keepa, or training about how to read a camel graph, fulltimefba.com/read camel. And Keepa and Camel are free tools that you track sales rank history, price history of almost every item on Amazon. And so again, you can go look at the past and see, wow, sales totally stopped when the prices got to this price, but sales were going really great when prices were down here. So maybe just figure out, if I price it at this lower price when the sales actually were occurring, then I'll be able to get the sales. So again, it's high ranked because the prices are just artificially high. If you come in and join the party to sell that item to and just price it reasonably, or maybe just a hair above how it was selling before, then you'll probably get the next sale too. So that's another time I buy a high-ranking item to sell on Amazon. And then the last time I buy a high-ranking item is when Q4 is approaching. Now Q4 is October, November, and December. It stands for fourth quarter, the most amazing time of the year for an Amazon seller because the sales velocity just goes through the roof. It's just amazing the amount of sales that go on during Q4. But what happens a lot during Q4 is a lot of the popular items get sold out on Amazon because all these people are buying it. So the items that people are going to buy next are going to be the items that are maybe not as popular, but still include, either popular characters or popular shows or popular movies or things like that that are still people are looking for, but they might not just be the newest edition of that type of item, whether it's a toy or whether it's a home and kitchen product or baby product or whatever. Since the more popular items are sold out, the less popular items are going to be showing up in the search results when customers are searching for an item to buy. And so I, during Q4, expand my sales rank parameters. Usually when it comes to toys especially, I usually like to stay in the top 1% and 3%. But when Q4 comes, I will expand to the top 3%. And if there is a low number of competitors on that listing, I will expand to the top 10% to be able to add my items to Amazon to try and sell and get those Q4 customers because there's just so much sales velocity going on. And I can do that and make a good choice of doing that by looking at the Keepa graphs or the Camel graphs, and again, seeing the price history, sales rank history of these items. And some of the items on Amazon, they've been selling for over a year, so I can even look at Q4 of last year and be able to see that, boy, this item sold for, had really great sales rank during Q4 and it sold for this amount. So I can buy a high ranking item now because I know when Q4 comes, and the biggest Q4 rush is mid-November to mid-December. And so I can look at that time and know that I can just wait for that time to be able to get the sales that I'm wanting with the prices that I'm wanting. So those are the 3 times that I will buy a high ranking item to sell on Amazon. If you're looking for more information about how to understand sales rank even more, check out fulltimefba.com/sales rank course. This is a course where I go through all the ins and outs of this chart. I tell you how to understand sales rank. All the different categories have different personalities. And so I walk you through how to get to know those sales rank personalities for these different categories. And so much more. How to deal with something if it has 0 sales rank. How to deal with items that are seasonal and do I price it for this time of year or do I price it for when it's in season? So many different things that I can share with you about understanding sales rank when it comes to pricing and sourcing. You can get that in this little mini course, fulltimefba.com/sales rank course. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining me. To learn more, come to the blog, fulltimefba.com. Be sure you subscribe. Hey, you'll get this really cool chart delivered to your inbox once a month, plus some tips and tricks delivered to your inbox about once a week. And if you like these videos, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming stuff. Anyway, that's it for today. Have a great day. God bless. Bye.